Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I was just playing around because I'm cheap. I don't like spending money on texture mats that I'm not thrilled with. So what I did was took all my scrap clay and I started foraging around the yard and in my house for natural fibers and things, and I found a half-eaten walnut. Well, they ate the meat out of it, but they left some of the shell. So let me find that one here. That's how that turned out. And we have some short needle pine trees around our yard, so I took that and smashed that just willy-nilly all over the place, and that's how that turned out. And I had a little tiny pine cone. That's what these things fall off of, the pine trees that we have in our backyard. And I just rolled it across, and it created a really fine texture. And I thought, well, I wonder if that's even going to work. So I put just some more scrap clay. I pressed that into it, and it turned out pretty cool. So if you want just a fine texture, that worked out really well. Now this one is from a large pine cone. And I just broke off one of the, for lack of a better term, petals. I don't know what these are. But I just took this part right here. And I just pressed it in and kind of rolled it all the way across, back and forth, back and forth. So that turned out pretty cool. And then this one was done with a ball stylus. Several different sizes, but you could use the ends of your paintbrushes if you have big fat ones. If you have a nice round tip of a pen, you can use those. Whatever you've got that might be round in different shapes or different sizes, you can use those. Let's see, what else? I found a piece of leather that had some texture to it. Extremely fine. And then I also found black walnut. A piece of black walnut in the garage. And I just rolled the clay around it until I got the texture from the bark. So the back is kind of, but that's fine. I just want this part right here, and it's kind of flexible. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take what's left of my scraps, and I'm not a purple person, so I'm going to condition this clay, and I'll probably take some of this as well. I think this was a Sculpey sample from Amazon years ago, and this is also from a sample, but it's also Sculpey. So I'll take probably half of this. And here's what I have planned. This is the handle of a basket. And then I thought that would be really cool. And then I found that if I took this binding off, I have individual pieces that I could use. I won't use that one because I don't want that frayed edge right there. But I could use those. So I want to do a couple mats. This is, 4mm? No, I can't remember. It's just a big old bag of twine, a jute rope that was in one of the boxes that I got from my sister when she passed away. So, and I'm not a big jute person, but I do love the natural look of things like this. So I cut off a hunk of that. And I've got a bunch of these doilies that I'm planning to use for a resin project, and I just haven't done it yet. So I'm going to use a portion of this to make some lace. So if you want to do this stuff with me, grab a bunch of things around the house that has texture and get it conditioned. So pause the video, get your stuff around, and come back. I'll be here. Okay, I'm ready to do this again. As you can see, I already did it once, and for some reason, my camera didn't even record, and I know I hit record. We're going to do it again. It's easy to do because you just got to recondition the clay. Put it back in the pasta machine. So I cut this down, and I cut it down to 6, and cut this off here. And I laid this down like this so that my center point was up at the top. Just like this. So I got it pressed down firmly. Then I took my rolling pin my rolling pin, my acrylic roller. And I just pressed it so that I pressed it until the doily was flat. Just like that. And then I peeled this away. Very cool. Oh, shh. Let me see if I can get this put back on. There. I can live with that. I still have a hole, dang it. Let's see if I can repair that. Okay, it's closed up well enough now. And it's a little wonky, I don't care. Because what I will do is I will create a relief of this and then I'll just pick and choose bits and pieces. So let's run this through again. Okay, I don't like that. We'll make a tiny one of that. Ugh. Good Lord. Okay, we'll make an even more tiny one of that. Let's see what this does. I think what I want to do is just roll it, if I can. I think this is called a carriage bolt. I don't know for sure. Like that. There, I got it all on. Okay, I'm going to bake this for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And we will be back and do some testing. These are out of the oven and they're nice and cool. I've got some black clay. Let's just do an imprint right here. Just to see what it looks like. Got some purple bits breaking off. It's kind of cool though. Let's do this edge right up here. Oh, that's cool too. Let's do this one. This one is interesting. This is not my thing, but it's cool. Oh, looks like a fence. What do they call that? A chainmail fence? That is so cool. Can you see it? I like that one. Let's do the jute rope. Oh, we gotta do it the other way. Oh, I like that too. Okay, that's a keeper. We could use this for like the back of earrings or something. It's a little small. Oh, now that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Haha. An update. I tried using my little mini pine cone bit and I was pressing it down in, and when I lifted it up, it cracked in half. I don't know whether it's because I only baked it for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or if the clay was just really old because I just using scraps that, and some of the stuff I haven't touched for 2 or 3 years. So I don't know. I don't think that would be the issue. It's probably my baking time. This was on my thickest setting. So anyway, I'll have to try the pine cone thing again. Maybe make it thicker and make sure that I don't pull it off that way. But yeah, that was a little depressing. But there's lots of those pine cones around the yard, so all I have to do is just go get another one. There you go, guys. Lots. This one, the leather, I don't think that it will translate too well. Black walnut bark, ball stylus, large pine cone thingy, half-eaten black walnut, pine needles. I like it. Kind of cool. Yay! I now have a bunch of textures. Here, you want to see my texture sheets? This came in a pack. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a pack. And to be honest with you, I don't really... Can you see any of these going on the back of a pendant? I can't. Maybe this one. This one I actually put on the front of a pendant. I was going for a manly camel thing. And I took, after I rolled it out, pressed that design into it, then I took some black pan pastel, rubbed it in, and then wiped it off the top. And I just used a sponge to do the back. So I thought that looked kind of cool, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So, anyway, that's not, I'm digressing. That's not here or there. This is now my new start of texture stamps designed by me. Oh, and only one of a kind. This one I may have to do over because I just broke the corner of that off. But learning curve, right? This is just a fun experience for me. Not my style, but very cool. Love the rope, the jute rope, and the twisted rope that was on the basket. But I'm more into stuff like this. This is what I really love. But anyway, yay! All right, guys, if you were inspired to go out to your yard and find stuff, you know, when the ferns start popping up, I plan on grabbing some of those leaves. Oh, we don't even have any buds on our trees yet here. And so I'm kind of limited for what I can find. But again, I'm digressing. This was fun, guys. I really enjoyed making these today. So I'm glad that you stopped and watched, and I hope you were inspired. If you're a polymer clay artist and you've never tried making your own texture sheets, look around your house, look around your yard, go to a national park or something and just find whatever. Oh, a unique stone that has millions of holes in it. That would be cool. Anything that would create movement in a flat piece of clay. So thanks for watching. I appreciate thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. And until next time, love you. Bye-bye.